I'm not very good with interviews.
What's your favorite place in Bennington? Is that a stupid question?
Am I allowed to say my bed on camera?
Yeah.
Oh,
Say
okay.
it. And my favorite place in Bennington is my bed.
My favorite place in Bennington is my bed. No, I really like the place under the railroad bridge attached to Lake Perrin. Have you ever been there? If you drive around the back and then you can walk. So I think that's probably one of my favorite spaces. And then I think at the college, it's really probably in the studios. I think they're beautiful, and I spend a lot of time there. I was taking the Kant seminar with Paul Voice, and I was taking the Balzac seminar with Marguerite at the same time, and it was definitely the most stressful term I've had. I was on a daily regime of waking up at 5, writing an essay, and then I'd spend all day in class, and I'd stay up until midnight doing all of my reading, and it was really hard, but it was also, I think, the best term that I've had at Bennington. I was just constantly involved in what I was doing, and I loved everything that I was doing, and I know that I learned so much throughout the whole term. I think that would be my favorite term. I guess that doesn't really answer the question, but...
What was your first week here like?
You mean orientation?
Yeah, just like your first...
Oh my god, I was a mess. I was chipper and sociable, very candid, and I napped every day from 12 to 2. It was so... it took so much of my energy to be so friendly, but I was so happy. I guess that's the rhythm we fall into. We grow so much disdain for the place that we previously were, that by the time I got here, I was just so happy to be here. And I'd also spent so many years dreaming of finally going away and going to school. But I had a lot of enthusiasm. Yeah, I don't know. I was always bringing high energy. Yeah, that died pretty quickly, I'd say. So how about this? I vote that we can have, I can sit here and we can talk about all of the different things in my room that you want to talk about, and then in your editing wisdom, you can do shots of them with my voice.
Okay.
Yeah?
Yeah.
It's not a bad idea. Before everyone started, he was like, and I can also assume that everyone's taken a VA class, right? I timidly raised my hand and I said, no, I haven't. And he was like, well, you're a senior, what have you been doing with all of your time at Bennington? Like, I studied dance and philosophy. I'm just a little dancer who wants to learn how to draw. I really can't live in a space if there aren't any plants. I think it's so necessary. Daniel and I fight about it all the time because he thinks that they're a horrible waste of time and they take too much energy to take care of, which I think is absurd given all of the benefits of having them. But
yeah, it's a living thing that isn't a fish.
It's a living thing that isn't a fish.
What about all your lamps?
I know, I'm not sure. I also want to give this to Susan because I think that they're so unique. I would hate to see them go elsewhere. I think that she might want to take the golden fish lamp on my desk. I'm not sure about the one over here with the two people. And then my Holy Bible lamp, I think I'll probably end up giving back to people.
Really?
Yeah, unless you want it.
I'll take it.
Take it. Okay. Yeah. Well, I can't take things with me because I don't know where I'm going. What do you mean it works? Yeah, of course it works. Without a doubt it works. It's something that I learned from Alexander is typically people will fix their tongue to one part of their mouth throughout the entire day. And it's really just a larger symbol for how people hold tension in their bodies without being aware of it and how unnecessary that tension is. So I notice that I always have my tongue stuck to the roof of my mouth whenever I'm walking around, whenever I'm thinking, whatever I'm doing. And I think there's something about reminding yourself to release that. You also remind yourself to release your neck and to release your shoulders and to release all the other places that you might be holding tension. So I think one night I was just writing in my journal and I came across that reflection again, and I wanted to put it in a little more public place as a daily reminder.
What about all your post-it notes?
I've grown into a habit of collecting all of my post-it notes. Anytime anyone posts anything on my door over the years, I always collect them. So all of the ones that are up there now I think are from a combination of this term and last term, and usually they're notes from Cheyenne saying, I've left for the weekend again, because she leaves every weekend. But some of them are a little more random. I'm not sure exactly what all of them are right now, but they're mostly nice. So, nice reminders that people are thinking of me when I'm away, or at least enough to leave a note on my door. Although, back to the question earlier about am I happy to be leaving, or will I be sad to leave, or whatever it was, I think something else that I'm really going to miss is there's honestly no better feeling than right after I cleaned my room and I vacuumed my carpet, and I can come and I can sit on my bed and do my homework and look out my window. And I think the reason it's really melancholy is the fact that I have no idea when I'm going to have a real place of my own anymore. And I think the other side of that is this place has never really been my own either. Oh, baby, do you know what that's worth? We'll make heaven our place on earth. They say in heaven, love comes first. I'm singing that because the other day I was in the dining hall and they just had plates and plates and plates of chocolate chip cookies, which are of course my favorite food, and immediately that song popped into my head.